Seeing red tonight because a former priest of 11 years, KP Shibu, in his book has made allegations of sex, lies and scandals in the Catholic churches of Kerala. The book in Malayalam is full of several kinds of stories about priests and nuns indulging in sexual pleasure. It also dwells about the thirst for power and money by priests and nuns, but the damaging of all these unholy revelations are about the priests exploiting orphan children. Shibu was earlier suspended for working outside the congregation. He says he's getting anonymous threats now for his reported expose. At present, he works for a school in Qatar. Let's take a closer look at the claims that are being made by KP Shibu. He says, for one, homosexuality and adult films all a part of their lifestyle in the church. He also says that most celibates do indulge in self-pleasure. And if that wasn't all, he's also making several other claims, one of which is also that priests and nuns are driven by lust for power and money.
I precisely chose this time to write this book because in my heart I had the desire to correct the institution, and I thought this is the apt time to reveal what I thought will be beneficial for the society to instigate some change in the church. So I made the church realize that there are some bad things going on in the church. If the church authorities are willing to correct itself and make the church a transparent institution among the society, they can do it. But I don't think church will do it by itself. The society needs to put its pressure on the society, on the church, then only they will correct themselves. That is why I chose this time to write this book and present before the society.
That's Shibu talking to us earlier in the day. Now look at page 98 of his book. Some more excerpts from you. Priests visit the faithful at their homes is what page 98 says. It also goes on to say, make other claims at this point in time, that the priests then spend the night with the mother or daughter who lives in that house. The faithful apparently never disclose any of this, implying here that in fact the priests have sexual relations with the congregation, at least some of them, and some priests also sexually abusing nuns. All of that on page 98 of that book.
KP Shibu's autobiography, Here is the Heart of a Priest, has done permanent damage to the 2000-year-old Catholic Church in Kerala. The book has revealed that neither the church nor the clergy is holy. And it is going to make another impact on the faithful also. Though the church is ignoring his comments and the book, but the damage is always permanent. With video journalist Uday Shankar, Jimon Jacob, Newsx, Thiruvananthapuram.
The latest revelation now is an unwelcome addition to a similar book released last year. 52-year-old sister Jesmi, a former Roman Catholic nun from Kerala, was in the midst of a controversy in March last year when her autobiography, Amen, an autobiography of a nun, was released. The book spoke of sexual harassment that Jesmi faced in a convent at the hands of both priests and nuns. The book drew scathing criticisms from the Catholic Church in India. Let's now get you more perspective on this, get your reaction from the church also. Let's head across now to Trivandrum. Joining us is Dr. Babu Paul, a former Chief Secretary of Kerala. Sir, the Kerala Catholic Church, known to be extremely conservative, how do you think the church is actually going to react with these scathing allegations that we've seen once before with Sister Jesmi and now once again with this autobiography from a former priest?
I do not think that it will have a very major impact either on the faithful or on the hierarchy. Obviously, the hierarchy would be guided by the antecedents of Shibu. From what I hear, he is a priest who kept count of the people who went to confessional to speak about their sexual habits. Obviously, he did not have the vocation to be a priest. He saw priesthood as another source of employment. and now he has become unhappy. Yes, this will be used against the church by those who want to attack the church, but I don't think anybody would take all this as all that serious.
So you're saying that this really is a means for Shibu there to get back at the church, basically saying that his book is really nothing but trash, just perhaps a marketing gimmick?
You see, I cannot call that book trash without reading it. But one thing I can say, Shibu and Jesmi could have brought these things to greater attention if these spicy things, which were probably introduced as marketing techniques devised by publishers, were not there.
Dr. Babu Paul there joining us from Trivandrum. Thanks very much indeed for your time. We'll be closely tracking that story to see reactions as and when they come in. Let's now move on to another story. Let's leave aside all the scandals and go on to